As you can see from the title, in this video, we're going to talk about Xavi and the dressing room feeling betrayed by Dembele's decision as regards to going to PSG. I mean, this is shocking to me as well, you know, because he was playing like he wanted to be here, but apparently not. Xavi was left stunned by Dembele's decision as regards to when he informed him that he wants to go to PSG. Xavi was stunned in the hotel for hours about Dembele's decision to PSG. You know, we all know the whole saga when he was like 2 seasons ago when Xavi just came in. Laporta put Dembele to the stands, but Xavi backed him every day or every week. You know, every week he backed him, saying that he's the best winger in the world. He's the best winger he has seen at Barcelona. You know, so Xavi basically telling me he put Dembele over Neymar and many of the players that he just, you know what I mean? I don't want to mention, but you know, Xavi backed him that much to give him that confidence to say, hey, this is the guy that I want in my project to make let the project go forward. And Xavi Xavi, you know, feels betrayed by the decision, you know, because Laporta wanted him out and he backed him. So he feels so betrayed because Dembele gave him no signs that he wanted to leave the club. That's crazy. Imagine backing a player day in, day out while the world is against him. Or you're like, no, this is the guy. He is him. Now he's following Neymar's footsteps like legit. Like after 6 years at the club, finally getting a manager that trusts in you and playing you at your strength. Now you made this type of decision, you know. The dressing room as well is feeling they're like in disbelief right now because as I said, he showed no sign that he was unsettled or wanted to leave. Imagine that the level of betrayal that everyone must feel right now, you know. I can't believe it. Because I mean, I was the biggest Dembele fan when he just got here. You know, I was like, this guy can be him. You know, he's getting injured. I was like, give him time, give him time. Then after a while, I'm like, this guy's not gonna change. You know, when he was staying fit, he was like a hit or miss performance from him. You get like a good 3 games, then he would like not play that well in the next 5, 8 games. You know, and then he would get injured again, and the cycle repeats itself. But with Xavi coming in, and played him at his strength, bagging that 16 assists that season, and helped us to finish top four. That was fantastic, and I was like, okay, I guess he's gonna replicate this even, you know, the same form next season. But he didn't. He probably got like 6 or 7 assists and around like 4 or 5 goals in all competitions, and so that's the thing with Dembele, the inconsistency. But nonetheless, he's the best player 1v1. And it's really hard to find a player like him, to be honest. But I think with Rafinha, I'm not the biggest fan of Torres either, but Torres on the right side is a lot more interesting than anywhere else in the pitch. So I think with those two players fighting for that spot, I think we should be fine without Dembele. You know, with all the new recruitments we got in midfield, I think we're able to, you know, better control games. And as we can see versus Real Madrid, it was it was good because I was like, wow, we're defending so much well. I'm not used to Barcelona taking that much pressure and not concede a goal, you know. But imagine you're the manager backing a player, and when the world's against him, Yet still, he breaks his news to you without no warning. What what would be your reaction to that, and what would you do? That's a tough one. This is why I don't want to have players that have a question mark over them. Well, Xavi also stated today that if a player don't want to be at the club, he should go. Yeah, no point in trying to, keep a player that doesn't want to play for the badge anymore. It's very sad because I just feel it for Xavi and the players because, you know, Dembele been here for a minute and people were like, why isn't Dembele captain? Make him captain. He's sure that he's been mature. He's been here for so long. Why players like Araujo and, Frankie don't get, captaincy over him? Just for this obvious reason, then you can clearly see a question mark over Dembele's head, unlike those players. Those players want to be at the club. They want to wear the armband. You know, I'm not saying Dembele didn't play like he wanted to be here. He did to me, so that's why it's so shocking. But it is what it is, guys. Hope you stay tuned for more live streams and subscribe to the YouTube channel and like this video and share with your friends.